Very well. Very well. Do.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Welcome on in, folks.
Nah,
Alternate History Gaming. Yeah, he's over there. He's talking already. He's talking about how he's going to not cheat by watching my stream. He's talking about it. He's making promises. I know. Welcome on in. Let's go. We got multiplayer on tonight. Guys, thank you for being here. I'm Bank60, your humble and gracious player host at the Union headquarters once again. Before we jump into Scourge of War, one of our favorites here. This is the remastered edition, and we're playing the Chancellorsville DLC with our man and esteemed member of the channel, by the way, veteran level, TheGrau, author of the Turning Point mod and esteemed guest as well. Grau, welcome on in once again. Dude, how are you?
I'm ready to make a fool of you on your own stream.
Oh, every time this guy comes in, and he comes in with his mouth running. Gonna make a fool out of me on my own stream. We'll see about that. We've got an exciting scenario lined up today. This is May 1st, day one, Chancellorsville. It's a zone church area, if I've got that name right. This is Confederates finding and meeting with Union 5th, 12th, 2nd Corps detachments, we'll say. And Grau, I believe, yes, has agreed to take over the Confederate side of this engagement, while I will be the unfortunate, perhaps, the unfortunate blue bellies. We'll see. We'll find out.
Okay.
And here's the promise. I have not spent any bit of today practicing any bit of the scenario that we're playing tonight. No, sir. I have not done that. So count on that. You believe me, right?
Yeah, I believe you.
You believe me, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
Asking.
You're breaking up a little bit. You ain't cheating. Somebody, J.K. Hammond in the chat. You ain't cheating. You ain't trying. Never fight fair.
Can you hear me all right now?
Go figure. Yeah, I hear you a little better there.
Okay, cool.
Here it is.
Matter of fact, let me try something here. Hold on.
We're jumping into a multiplayer match here. Wait. Before I jump in the room, let me get out real quick and make sure my options are on point. Yeah, we're going to do 1-1. It doesn't really matter. AI regiment strength is going to be what it be. All this is good. No couriers. God camp is what we're going with right here. And that's what we'll use. We'll have sprite ratio at 4 right here. Okay. That's all good. And then I'll set up the room here.
All right, can you hear me better now?
Yeah. I mean, better is hard to say.
Oh.
I mean, yes, better than when you were breaking up. Yes.
Okay. Very well. I mean, all I did was just take my phone case off. That's it.
Does that help? Is that something that usually helps for your phone?
Yeah. Well, usually I've got like one of those up-armored phone cases in case I drop the thing. So it tends to muffle the microphone.
It does tend to do that. Mine actually, you're talking about kind of one of those big beefy phone. By the way, the room's up. The big beefy phone cases that are real. It's like putting plate armor on your phone. Yeah,
basically. Yeah, I mean, I paid money for this thing, man. I don't want to break it.
I already broke mine. My screen's broke. So.
I am in the room, sir.
I know. I see you in the room. I'm getting excited. So, May 1st, Zone Church, small army. Okay. You see 2 hours or when one side surrenders, which will never happen. Never.
I mean...
We have elements, that was the word I was looking for, detachments. Elements of Lee's Army of Northern Virginia versus elements of Hooker's Army of the Potomac. We begin from the noon hour. Holy crap. Look, dude, Grau. We may extend this one to multiple streams. You know that's true, right?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Like, if we end up, fighting till dark in this thing, then so be it.
Just how it's going to go, man.
And we will it says the clock's going to run out 2 hours and the score will be what it will be at that point. But this is the part where I point out the font. We're using your mod tonight, right?
Yeah, we are. Yes.
We're using your mod again. Now, while I run a little bit of that sweet golden B-roll tape from earlier streams and the Chancellorsville mod, or the Chancellorsville DLC. As a matter of fact, let's go back and run some sweet footage of a multiplayer ACW battle, the last one that you and I did.
On the PGA Tour, I trust
and let's do that while you once again, because I'm going to make you do it every time, explain to those who are viewing what the Turning Point mod is and what it's going to do with the game.
Yeah. So
talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, the basics are that we're basically taking some of the more arcade elements of the stock game, and we're rolling everything back to put it into the realm of historical accuracy and realism. That's basically what we're doing. So, from the individual rifle musket to the artillery, so on and so forth.
That is the main focus that you dialed in on with this, which was, look, these guys were tasked with fighting all day long, and they would not have possibly been able to do the kind of fighting that they were tasked with doing.
Nope.
With the casualty rates that we see in
Right.
Scourge of War. Is that about kind of it?
Yeah. Yeah. And the example I like to give is when I did a historical playthrough of Gettysburg at one point, and I ended up with like, man, 75, 80,000 casualties combined.
Yeah. Is that right? Holy smokes. I mean, I laugh. I shouldn't laugh. That's crazy.
Which is obviously way too high, right?
Yeah,
so,
probably.
Yeah, which kind of started the gears going. And here we are with the mod.
Actually,
this mod's actually, I've been working on this since before the remaster.
You wrote in things for the original game, and then did you have to do it all over again for remastered, or did you how did that work?
Yeah, so the file structures are actually remarkably from one to the other.
Yeah.
So really all I had to end up doing was just, basically I didn't like how the old mod did things, and I went back through, gave everything a second look, which is why the initial release for the mod in the remaster was 2.
Was what? We missed that last part.
Yeah, so the original one, the release for the mod on the remaster was 2.0 because I went through there and basically redid the whole thing.
That ended up being a version 2.0 of your original work. Okay. And I have to say, I've been impressed with what I've seen. I know I had, so what folks are watching on the stream on this end is just to look back at our play of the sandbox battle where you ended up with a nice big hill to defend on, where I made some pretty fruitless attacks, and where we learned a little bit about how I think the mod allows you to, I think, play a real full, robust action that lasts for, half a day, like things would. We probably could have kept going with that. Would you agree? Like, neither yours or my army were totally like routed from the field, I would say.
Right, but we were tired.
Both of us were exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that my mod does really well. Okay, it models that combat fatigue over time during an engagement.
Correct.
So you might get in there and fight it out for 4 or 5 hours. After that, I mean, you're basically done. I mean, it answers, well, not answers, but it really highlights some of the things that we see through history, right? Where these battles are not necessarily being fought all day long.
Right.
Like they end at a given point, and it's not because the casualties are too high or something like that. It's because the armies are tired and they cannot go the rest of the day.
Armies are exhausted, and even if there was like more time left before dark to do something, the guys are just too gassed to do it a lot of times. That absolutely was the case. 100%.
Yeah, you're too tired. You're fought out, even if you haven't taken a whole lot of casualties. I mean, if you're running around in formation all day long, shooting that musket, I mean, like imagine the fatigue in the muscles of just doing the same movement over and over again.
Sure.
And after that stream, we talked about something similar too, where I remember talking to you about it, where after the fight, all the adrenaline finally stops going through your body and you're just sapped of all of your energy.
Well, then it hits, and you're kind of like, oh my God, I'm out. I got nothing in the tank.
Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, through historical research, designing some tabletop rules that I'm going to use for Kriegspiel, so on and so forth. I've learned a lot of things, and I've really come to, by way of this mod and all my research and my design ventures, I've really come to understand this conflict really well by doing, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. By taken a look at the OOBs, taken a look at what happened on the ground, and then part of what I attribute that to is like jumping into a video game combat simulation like we've got here and actually trying to play out, you know, how complex and how tough it actually is to try to do things even from the God cam in a video game perspective. And then you try to apply that understanding to how hard it must have been to do things on the ground in the real deal.
Absolutely. And, you know, I remember I played one of the workshop scenarios, or tried to, one I played for a long time when I was younger, before the remaster came out. And it was a Gettysburg scenario on a new map, 3-day, New Ground, I think is what the map was called.
Yeah.
And and it was basically all 3 days kind of compressed.
Yeah. I remember trying that one, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
But I tried it. I tried it.
Yeah. I tried playing it again, right, when I had this mod finished, and I went, oh my God, like, I physically did not have enough time to fight the entire first day's battle with the way my mod works, because right. Yeah, because it had just dialed everything back to something that was comparable to history, and I went, oh God, there's no way you're playing through this scenario with my mod.
That's right. There was just like you would have taken way more time with the mod to prosecute the thing than you were given in that crunched 3-day Gettysburg scenario. That's true. That probably was kind of. Did you get all the way through it? Just out of curiosity, or did you stop?
No, it was right about the point. I mean, I'd gotten all the way through it in previous playthroughs before using my mod, but there kind of came a point where. Like right about when the first day's battle ended, and I hadn't even gotten over the Seminary Ridge yet, and I was just getting into Gettysburg, then I went, oh yeah, I'm just going to stop here, because you know you're not going to finish it.
Yeah. That's funny. And that was supposed to be all the way through. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, like I was supposed to have been all the way through day one at that point.
That's funny. We're going to be doing day one of Chancellorsville, and I was jumping back over to, on my end here, the scenario description, and the objectives, 3 of which will be there along the plank road between our forces, each of them worth about 100 points a minute. I think they're all 3 hold objectives. We'll be fighting over those as far as the points go, but I think we'll be using the H.I.T.S a whole lot for the rest of it. Most likely.
Sure. And I do want to note for everybody here that we're also using a map symbols mod that I put out.
That's right.
Yeah. It was
you just added that.
I put out. Yeah, I derived it from the DOW toolbar. Obviously, all credit to Biondo. The guy did awesome work.
Yeah.
But I applied. I basically ported his map symbols from Gettysburg Remaster here, so we have the map symbols that we're using as well.
They are fresh, bro. They are crisp and they are fresh, and it's a nice addition. There's no doubt. And it's nice. It's because it's red and blue, so it works.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, well, and plus they're all the NATO symbols. They're easier to pick out against the map. You understand where all your...
All right, with that, now, last thing I was going to cover was this very beginning place. Let's do this again, Grau, if it's not too much trouble, is to take a little time and get to know the OOB, maybe do some TCs with officers that don't have TC on yet, to make sure their troops don't go willy-nilly on you, and then say, okay, I'm ready to roll, and then we roll.
Fine by me.
All right, I'm checking in. Let's go. Day one. If you are a fan, please click that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel here at Alternate History Gaming. Grau, what was that? Something about we were talking earlier. Maybe you were going to set up a YouTube channel so the folks can watch your end of these deals when we do them. We'll talk more about that. All right, let's make sure we get everybody TC that we need.
Immediately start shooting at my troops, though. So.
Damn it. All right, we need the TC.
All right. We'll rock and roll. That's fine. I mean, I basically, I mean, for my part, I understand the order of battle. I mean, it's
yes,
the three big.
same,
Yeah.
same.
It's the three big divisions that I'm used to seeing. So.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go, you.
Yeah. Go do the shooty shoots now.
What's that?
So are we good to do the shooty shoots now?
Not yet. I'm still trying to get commanders.
Come on, troops, stop moving.
To not go crazy.
Hold fire.
I would say if artillery is just kind of opening up, but that's probably not so.
Nah, I put hold fire on the battery that's in front of you right now so that they don't shoot at you.
We're already doing stuff over here with part of my command, and I don't necessarily want them doing the stuff. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. Bingo. All right. And that was about trying to TC the troops because they're going willy-nilly on my end a little bit here. Guess I'll just have to kind of deal.
Man. They're freaking out.
Are they doing the same over where you are?
Nah, not too bad. It's mostly that front line.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I'm going to get that sorted out quick. Okay, I'd say that I'm good to go. I'll just wing this. I'm good.
All right, then we're going.
Let's roll. Aye. You boys. See what we get here. Of course, we are doing super chats if anybody's feeling kind enough to do a thing like that. Had Meat Cutter in with a bunch of support from the super chat. He was dealing. He was dealing.
I saw that.
You know, Cutter.
I saw that when I was rifling through some stuff here, man. Nah, last stream, not this one. Yeah. I was like, oh, hey, look at that. Cutter's in.
Cutter. All right, you boys. Okay, actually, we need to go. This brigade here. Let's have you boys go.
Excuse me.
There. Don't yawn on me now. It might be a late night. Not too late, though.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Let's see these boys. So day one, Chancellorsville. I think it's fun to kind of talk, man. We can try and talk and play. I think your prototypical Civil War meeting engagement is what I would say. would it be fair to say now? You know, this may be arguable, I suppose, is that each side kind of blundered into the other. I'm not sure that that's entirely accurate. I think they were aware of each other, but
I can't honestly say, to be honest, because I don't, other than the highlights that we all know, I don't really know all that much about Chancellorsville, to be honest.
it's one of those battles where you kind of learn about the big attack from Jackson, and that's kind of what you learn about a little bit. And you don't learn as much about what happened with the funny thing is when I read, so this was when I read back the I think we were talking about this at one point, was that series of books that came out kind of in conjunction with Ken Burns' documentary series about the Civil War. And it revealed to me the ferocity and also the level of importance of this first day's battle that is not oft discussed, I would say.
Well, it was definitely a formative engagement.
It was important because, for whatever reason, at the end of it, even though it wasn't clear that he needed to do so, Hooker pulled his guys back. That's been something that, of course, gets talked about and debated all the time. And you're not quite sure exactly why a thing like that got done. The Rebs were coming on pretty hard. There was that. They were coming on aggressively. Let's go ahead. You got to double check to make sure each of these are...
I mean, honestly, I've just been TCing the officers themselves.
I kind of have too. Alright, so... doing that. And forward we go. So this has got the turning point mod applied too, by the way. Of course, a reminder, everybody. And that will have its impacts on how this thing plays.
Oh, yes.
Let's do use
excuse me.
Use I think we bring him just to here.
You may want to look at your 10th US.
Yeah, they went and got themselves into trouble.
Oh, and they ran off. Like, nah, we don't want that smoke.
Yeah, we're not gonna mess around with that, man.
Honestly, given the circumstance at the time, I can't hardly blame
retreat there, yep. Alright. These boys need you to go here. Alright. Let's get him here. Let's get these boys here.
Oh.
Hey! That artillery, it's painful.
We're just gonna get a canister savage in the mod too, man.
Hey, Road Dog's in. Good to see you.
Oh. Oof. God, canister, dude. Oof.
It is not the best.
Ooh, you're making me do some assault tactics that I wouldn't necessarily do otherwise. Oh, here come the New York Zouaves. Good to see them. They always look pretty on a battlefield.
Yeah.
The Zouave.
Let's have these guys calm down.
Go. Go.
Get that 5th New York out, those famed fellas. Race to the fence. Who's gonna get it?
Bet you I'll beat you there.
Race to the fence.
Oh, I got there. Oh, it's too late though. We're gonna have a melee. Watch, we're gonna have a melee. Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, okay, there you go. I was gonna say, they wanna,
yeah, back it up, back it up. We don't want that melee, man. We're gonna stand there and we're gonna fire it out. That's the way it would be. That's the way it'd be. Oh, I'm getting the woods right here. No way. All right, let's get a volley out. Oh God, we got another regiment on the flank there. That's no fun. All right, you boys, peel off this way. Oh wow, we're able to fire down from way up here too. All right. We'll see ya.
What the heck are you guys doing?
Let's advance there. Let's do it right here too. You boys, pull out. You volley out. Oh, big volley from the New Yorkers.
This might be a little bit.
We got a unit on the flank though.
You know, I mean, the scenario may say 2 hours, but I'm totally willing to fight this out until we feel like it's concluded.
Yeah. Have some Zouaves split off. We'll have these guys pull on back.
Oh, I realized I didn't have those batteries set up. Ooh, foolish me.
get these guys in the action. All right, you boys. Do it. All right. Yeah, dang, the TC everybody command doesn't really work.
Yeah, and you know, I tried that without the toolbar.
I don't love
I
it.
even tried it in Waterloo, and I think the command itself just doesn't work in multiplayer.
Oh, is that right?
That's what it seems like to me.
Okay. No, that's a bummer. I guess that's the way it goes.
Indeed.
And let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
Ooh, man, definitely fought in the wilderness. That's for sure. There they go.
Okay. A little hard pressed for starters over here. We are gaining some points.
Come on.
These boys do that. Keep those boys. Good, good. All right. Yeah, we need to get these guys going. It's going to be a bit of a disorganized push here.
It may work. You never know. Oh, you don't want that.
All right. Okie dokie. Artichoke would appear. We are flanked.
I'm gonna keep that pressure up on you. Don't you worry.
Teach me. Teach me. Gotta actually start microing the battle area here. And
oh,
boys here.
Is he bailing out of the whole position? Oh,
yes.
I see what you're up about. I see you, Bank.
Do you? Do you actually see?
I do.
Or do you just think you see?
Oh, man. We're gonna find out.
Do you just think you see? Get out of here.
We're gonna find out.
Get out of here. Ready?
Oh, buddy. Ooh, New York's gonna put up a fight, huh?
That's the idea. No, no, no. I want you to go here. Don't get yourselves killed. Ooh.
Oh, I had a regiment peel out, did I? Dang.
All right, you vagabond. To make sure keep this situation under control. I don't know. I just don't know. Grau is in the advantage right now, it would appear.
There you go. Ooh.
All right, all right, all right.
Oop, New York is right up in my grill.
Volley right there. That was a good one.
Bam!
All right. Maintain the line. I think you did finally bring up a little artillery, didn't you? Let's go with this right here. Two can play.
Can two play?
Two can play. Kablam. Yeah, not so impressive. Alright, you boys are moving out. That's annoying. Let's put these ones up. Uh-oh. I'm locked up.
Oh, we're good now. Are you back in?
Not yet. Uh-oh.
Let me save. Let me save.
No.
I just saved, though.
I just saved as well. Ah, this is what you run into sometimes, folks. Hate that this is happening. Seems we may have a game crash.
Yep, looks that way, because I'm still live on my end, and if you're still locked up, you have either I dropped or you did.
Jeez. I'm a red star. There's one blue, there's one red. Blue is me, red is you.
Ah, so it's me then.
Uh-oh, you dropped. That internet issue may have crept up on us there, potentially.
I hope not.
Shoot. I sure hope not, too. Okay, well, let's do this. We quit that. Where is it that I find, again, the saved game? And by the way, of course, for everyone's enjoyment, we will bring up the prior gameplay. But as we go in the background, I'm going to find this save game. Do I go just into the game files for that? Steam. Apps, common. Scourge of War, GB64, okay, yep, base save games. No. Where is it that I go to grab the earlier save games?
Un momento.
Are you looking it up?
No, actually, I was changing my network to my hotspot and see if that does anything.
Oh, okay.
So it's my own network. No one can touch it but me.
Modules, music, all these sandbox scenarios. No. Yeah, no.
Okay, so let me see here. So if I create a room, we're gonna.
Is that in maybe documents? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, documents, Scourge of War, save games. Here, I'm gonna hit you up with it. I think. Oh no, it's this is all my Waterloo stuff. Well, so let's go back. Scourge of War GBS. Okay, got it. Save games, got it. Here we go. Got it. All right, I can.
Oh, you
I
gotta
think
figure
just
it out.
click and drag this over to you.
Okay.
We can do this. We can do this. Boom. Oh no.
What?
Shit. I don't want to get Nitro. Uh-oh, this file exceeds the size limit. The max file. Upgrade to Discord Nitro to upload files to 500.
What?
Really?
Oh, I'm trying to.
Crap.
If I go to scenario.
That's gonna be a killer, maybe.
Oh wait, nope. Hold on. No, never mind. I thought it would show up in the scenarios list, but maybe not.
It's barely over 10. That's the other thing that sucks. It's 10,846. Jeez.
Oh man, so it's like right over that little threshold.
That's
Oh, no.
insane. Give me a break, man. Shoot. Well, that.
Well, there's got to be a way because I've heard of it being done.
Would it be possible to email it to you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Do you know how to the save game? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, what I'm trying to do is get you the same save that I've got, so that the games run, so that we both have the.
Oh no! So if something like that happens, like if we're able to load the save game, it would just load up where you left off because you're the host.
You
I don't
think?
even need that save.
Are you
file.
sure?
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I remember both players needing the info, but let's. So should I just try? I mean, because should I just try relaunching the room here?
I'm in a little test room trying to figure out if I can load the saved game. I'm trying to. It's Google time.
Okay. My room's back up.
All right.
Chancellorsville Day 1. By the way. This is live streaming, folks. This is what you run into from time to time. This is what you run into from time to time. You had it going there, my man. Well done.
Yeah, I had a pretty good drive.
Gotta hope that we'll be able to figure something out here. So, but yeah, the save has got to be right on your end as well as mine, right? Can you even load in a saved game? Like if I pick a scenario, here we go. Chance. I've still got chance day 1.
Okay, so player 1 wants to. Right now, I'm looking at the Steam forum for it, and there's actually a question specifically for that. In the new patch, we tried to implement a procedure for restarting a multiplayer match, yet some players crashed, so on and so forth. Player 1 wants to restart the match, so his first action, he saves the game, which you did.
Right.
I guess you do have to send it to me.
Shoot.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's what I was worried about.
Put that under saved games. Opens the scenario.
So as long as you've got the same file as I do, I can open it without us getting a game crash, I think is what that means.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have some desyncs and it's going to be bad. Because basically it sounds to me like what the workaround is that you take that save game and you're basically creating a scenario for the save game.
Correct.
And
That's
then
right.
And then you load that scenario.
And then you load that scenario and it picks it up from that point on. The only problem is I don't have access to this freaking Discord Nitro feature, and this is ridiculous, man.
You know what? I'll just, if you want to send it by email, I'll get it.
Yeah. Let's here. I'll mute you on OBS, and then now you're muted on OBS, and you can tell me where to email it. If I can, I mean, even if I can, who knows if I can actually email it? I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Sending me into
Yep.
save games.
This might actually work. Just got my email up there anyway. Okay, so let me know when you've got that,
So
and we'll jump back into the scenario. Try to keep going.
Okay, so now I've got your save, and I'm putting it into my documents now. So boom, there it is in save games. Player 1 opens the scenario alpha directory, usually under documents SOWWL scenarios. So you go to scenarios.
Yeah, I know it. It's I went through it, so I've got a room up.
Okay, so we're able to just jump right in then because you figured it out. Got it. Okay.
I think so. I think I've got it. Gonna jump back in, guys. Had a little bit of a a hitch in our giddy up with a game
Yeah,
crash
I
due
think
to
we got
internet
it,
connectivity.
Yeah, I think I got it figured out here too. So blam.
Let's do this thing. And so what we'll do is I'll just go back. We'll go boom, boom.
Are we live again now, by the way?
We are still live. Yeah, we've been live this whole time. We're back. Yeah, I've taken us off of mute on OBS, so we are back. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll get back into the game. Everybody, here we are. Okay.
Look.
Should be up. Bingo.
Officer, let's rock.
Here we go. Now, that's the process of how you do that. I've got to find the save game file, and I think what I may have to do at some point is put together a video about that.
Yeah, just so we can avoid it. Oh, yep, and we were picked up right where we left off. Nice.
Hey, all right, sweet. Fantastic.
This is good.
This'll work. All right. Keep those guys going. These guys need to go ahead. Come on up. You. Come on up. Boys. That it does.
I mean, you're almost forced to use TC just because it doesn't do any weird things.
I would say I don't really trust the stock AI to do things
I mean, I definitely
until
don't
like
trust
the
it to do
combat
my
is
fight.
joined. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I definitely don't trust it to do my fighting for me.
And generally speaking, in order to do well in PvP, I would say you kind of have to micro.
Yeah.
Not a ton of choice when it comes to that.
The thing I've noticed though is that the Waterloo AI doesn't have the same problems that the Gettysburg AI has.
Is that right? I guess I would say I can't really tell. I don't really notice that. Ooh, look at you with some canister coming in. That's some turning point work right there now that you've got that little bit of high ground.
Yep. No, well, no, that and I can bring in the case shot and air burst too.
Yep.
Ooh, did you bail out of that or did your troop break?
Bailed.
I saw that flank coming in, did you?
Oh, over here? That was my troops. That was my troops doing it all by themselves.
They did not like what was going on.
They still don't.
Oh, did it lock again?
Uh-oh. On my end, it locked.
Yeah, mine too.
You're red again.
What's going on?
Yeah, shoot. Dadgummit.
The thing is,
gosh.
Oh, you know what it is? I made a boo-boo.
All right.
I had my VPN turned on.
Okay. Let me
And
save.
It restricted bandwidth. That's what happened.
All right, we're gonna go. Oh, wait. Okay, you got off, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. Let me save.
That's what happened.
We're gonna do it again, and it's gonna be the same file name.
Yep.
All right. And I'm gonna leave the game up on my end, even though it's just me.
That's what happened. Man.
All right.
I'm sorry, folks. I may have. Dang.
Well, and there's a possibility that this thing may end up just not working out.
Well, if it turns into a pain, man, at worst we can transition over to a sandbox or something.
Possibly so. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, it's just that for context for everybody, I'm not at home right now. So.
You're not in your usual location. You are on the road at an undisclosed location where internet comes at
Not
a premium.
as good.
Not as good.
But we wanted to give it a shot. See
if we could make it happen. All right, it's the same save.
Oh, did you send it to me again?
Just send it to you again.
Okay.
Okay, I'll quit this right here. Boom. So this is the process of how you deal with this. For those who are watching right now, of course, for those who appreciate, even going through some of this troubleshooting, fans of the channel and just for engagement, of course, click that thumbs up button for me. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. This is Alternate History Gaming with me, Bank60s, and my good friend, TheGrau, on the other end. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and take a minute here to go grab myself some suds. Grau, take a second.
Thing, man.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Your thing. Excuse me. Okay.
Okay, we're back. We're going to get the room up again here.
He's back.
We're going to stay with this. It's going to be called Chancellorsville Day 1C. Room is up. Room is up.
Very well.
Let's go again.
This time. And if not, you have my apologies, sir.
Yeah. It's live streaming, man. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. We, we talked about before, we were thinking that there was a chance that the internet connection could be an issue this weekend.
Yeah, but I was hoping it'd work really well.
So it's no big, like, oh my God, what the F,
Right.
Okay.
I really do enjoy being on here with everybody, though. It's nice.
Well, yeah. Here on a Saturday night, boys. The Groggy Nuts. All together again. Okay. Let's jump back in. See if it'll drop us right where we left off here. Should be 12:29:50. Nope, this drops us back into 1226 territory. Okay. Well, that's good enough for me.
Yep, let's roll with it.
We can roll. If I just don't say anything, it'll work.
You work. It'll be fine. Yeah. And what's with the New Yorkers and their zoo arms, man?
They would really like to see you boys in early graves.
Oh yeah.
They're like, hey guys, hey there, you southern, hey yous guys, hey, why don't you all just head on home, lay down, throw down your arms, or why don't you just come here and take some bayonet, eh? Why don't you do that? What do you say you just come on over here, huh?
You know, for a second.
Who's that for the 53rd Georgia? What do you want? Snap, we're flanked. That's no good. Well, I guess we better get out of here, boys. That's no good.
For a second there, I thought you were trying to do a Christopher Walken impression.
Christopher Walken. No. Okay, are we on the move with everybody? Let's get... Oh, no. Oh, crap. Okay, they're still retreating, so that didn't count. Very well. Alright, you boys... You need to keep on coming.
Ooh, glorious charge right there. Yes.
Ah! Damn you. Alright.
Sorry, man. I wanted that fence.
Alright.
My fence.
Alright. Make this thing hard on the both of us, aren't you?
Gotta do it, man.
You're gonna do it. You clever bastard. Here. Okay, you. You boys. All right.
Oh, here he comes, attacking the other direction. What will I ever do?
You're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn to respect the position. That's what we got. That's all we got. Okay, you boys. We need you. If we can get you. There. All right, we're to 12:32:16. Okay, that's a little better.
Bow.
All right. Yes.
Ooh, coming in
Not
strong.
the ideal position. Not the ideal. Okay, got you running off there. I need you boys to pick up the pace. I don't care how tired it makes you. All right. You boys. You boys. Good. Good. All right.
Nice wide attack you're doing there, huh?
All right. Woo! Man alive. You know, there's one thing I'm noticing is that the guns, if you get them a little too close to the infantry, they pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oof. Ouch. All right, we got the woods here. That's fine there. Good deal. That. 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 Let's have these brigades. God damn it. No, 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 no. Not like that. Like this.
Do it. Got him.
All right.
All right, good.
You've officially got me sweating. As you might have expected.
What's that?
Said you've officially got me sweating.
Oh, yeah?
As you might have expected. I certainly didn't expect it because, well, why would I expect it? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like I told you before, man. You're better than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah. You.
How sweet.
How sweet. All right. You dastardly man.
Oh. Here?
All right. What can we do? You boys. Alright. Woo! What an engagement we have here, gentlemen.
With the hot one.
An engagement we have here, gentlemen. Right there. Ooh, boy. Okay, can we figure this out? That is the question.
Oh, gnarly.
Okay, good.
Oh, man. Heavy attack from 12th Corps. huh?
All right, all right.
Ooh, you're making me use my assault tactics now. Oh. Which I don't necessarily like, because it's always bloody.
Yeah. If I can create a little bit of urgency, figure that's probably a good thing overall.
Oh man, you guys charged in the wrong direction.
Boy, has that ever happened to me.
There we go. Now we're going.
Oh, fuck you. Let's charge back. Oh no, they're winded. All right, we'll stand. That's the 27th Connecticut. Right there in a vicious melee to hang on to the left.
Wow, they're actually standing pretty well there too. Like it's a melee instead of just, oh, we hit each other. We're gonna run.
Yeah, holy smokes. Okay. They're gonna have a tough time.
Wow.
Okay, well, you're going to come away with the victory on that one for sure.
Oh, no way.
Yes, skirmishers, charge them. I think we should probably head this way. Head on. Head on.
Had me concerned for a little while there.
You're pushing. You're pushing, sir. You're pushing in the right places at the right times.
Oh, look, man.
With the right stuff. Let's see here. You boys. Go ahead. Get me out here. And let's go to these boys here. Let's move them right there.
Well, we do have those, a good old classic Napoleonic assault, though.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, boys. All right.
Oh. What was it you were saying there, Beck?
I don't remember what I was saying. There we go. Saying I need to turn my guys around. Get them pointed the right way.
I got locked. Save it.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Locked again. Son of a gun. Okay. Okay, we need to make this day 2 save. Now, there is also that, so what if I did this? So save battle. Auto save 419, 335. Uh-oh. Why does that say 223? Okay, is this... Okay, auto multi-6. Auto multi-6. Let's go Chancy 3 is what I'll call it. Boom. Yeah, dang it, you dropped off again. God, you're getting in such good shape. Your progress is really picking up here, and it drops. That's a bummer.
I'm sorry, Beck.
It's looking good for you here, man. Okay. Okay, we'll quit off that. Let's get this going again.
Is my fault.
Let's get this. Well, it's not a fault thing. It's like, you know, just one of these things that you got to deal with. So, another save game. Wink. Here's the next. And now it is this one. Okay, done.
All right.
Sent.
I'm waiting.
Sent. All right, you got it.
Just as soon as it comes in here.
It's a pretty big file.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, there it is. Bam.
And so what we've been seeing here thus far is quite a bit of mastery of controls on your part here in Godcam, my man. You're moving quick. You're doing good.
Well, it's not so much it's not so much mastery controls. I mean, that's part of it, but we're both good with the toolbar. It's partially that I don't want to let up. You know what I mean?
Sure. No, I get it. You have a chance there in that spot in the center to crack the line there, I would say.
And you know, it's just one of a lot of it's timing. So yeah, it's actually kind of difficult to explain unless you're seeing it happen on my side. You know what I mean?
Right. I know I went in with a general, like, okay, here's where I was going to try to emphasize, and this is what I was going to try to use to do it, and a variety of different things. You know, the controls still slow me down a little bit. They do. And
I've been having to go through the OOB and select individual regiments on there, like in a list, and just select unit TC.
Oh God, I couldn't possibly do a thing like that. I don't know the OOBs that well, especially not the Union ones. The Union ones are even more.
The thing is that you can select a unit, right? And then when you, like, even just like an individual regiment, and when you click the OOB button, where it is in the order of battle is already open. and you can just collect. You can click their brigade commander.
Oh,
or whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be a useful trick. A lot of the time, I'll do the arrow commands where I'll grab a regiment and then push the up button to go to his brigade commander. I'll do that. I will say I did not expect for you to be as aggressive as you're being. I did not.
Well, I mean, I got no choice, you know.
I think you've got fewer troops, so, and in the grand scheme of things, that was kind of the case for the Rebs anyway. Well,
and on that left flank, I know that if I don't bust open that right side, I'm not winning the fight.
I know that. I know you know that 5th Corps is out there.
Oh yeah. Yep. And you're showing up with 12th with the rest of 12th Corps now. I'm like, I got to clean this up,
Right. So now I've got day 1D room up.
Okay.
You got the save dropped in?
I do.
Sweet. We'll just keep it rolling. Stream's still up. We're at about an hour and a half or so,
Oh, sure. No worries.
Let's go boom. Let's go Chancey 3.
Yep. And if we get a good way through it, and we pick up when I'm back home, fine by me, man.
All right. I think we're all set. Let's go. And let's get back in it, shall we?
Indeed.
Okay, yep, I think we're back.
We are indeed.
You boys, you do it. You do it.
Think about being the attacker, too. So the tempo never lets up.
It's best to treat it that way when you are the attacker, yes.
You've got a pretty decent line, so it's by no means over for you.
No, sir. I would say, do you use the force move command ever?
To be honest,
where
what is it?
It's that little bugle that's not the red one, but the gray one.
I've never used that. What's it supposed to do?
I think that when you have TC off, it's supposed to still make the troops go where you've said for them to go.
Oh, without the AI taking over?
Without the AI taking over, yeah. All right, buddy. Do it. You boys. Do it. Here, do it. That's right, sir. You. No. All right. Melee on the left. Okay, you got us running.
I didn't even realize that was happening.
Here we go, boys. Do a little pushing of our own. See if we can't salvage this thing a bit. Melee.
Oh dear God, that's the 12th core.
All right.
No,
Stop.
That's the 5th core.
Yeah, I drove you off there.
Back to that. For that.
Chaotic.
Oh, bank, you might have me here, man.
Another melee. Come on, boys.
Oh, save it, bank. I think I'm locking again, dude.
Ah, you're red. Yep. Shit.
I'll be honest though, with 5th core coming in like that and caught in the middle of an attack with engaged all across the line and all running out of reserves, I'm probably not taking this.
Well, I mean, I'm getting real close on the center there to bailing. I mean, I'll tell you that, but I ain't gonna. I mean, 5th Corps is just now getting here, and will absolutely be on the attack aggressively.
Yeah, and you would have to be.
I don't know exactly what kind of happens from here.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that I'm going to end up chasing you off.
You'll chase off. You'll chase me off in the center, but
right.
You can't go too far.
Right. And I also have to put troops on the line to be able to keep you from advancing further than the point that back to. But then I have to handle 5th Corps coming in and the rest of 12th Corps on my left. I'm not taking this.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to save this as is. We're up to about an hour 46 on the stream. I think it's been fun playing. Holy moly! Look at you don't stop to notice the devastation of the whole battlefield while you're fighting it as much. But this was a bloody one. Yeah, I'm
Let
at
me.
3,000 casualties already. We're not even an hour in.
Yeah, I've got 2,700.
And what I would say about that is like, even for Turning Point, not even an
Oh,
hour of
dude, for
combat, but
Turning
it's been
Point.
intense all across the line. There is that.
hmm Well, that's why I didn't like having to assault like that because, like I was telling you, I don't necessarily like it because it's very bloody.
It's bloody for Turning Point. Yeah, right. Um, but here's what I'll do is I'll save this. Okay, I'm gonna go Chansey 4. I'm gonna keep the save
Oh yeah,
game.
definitely save it. I mean, you know what? I'm actually going to take it as a challenge for next time to see if I can throw you off with physical.
Let's just keep the save game. Let's keep the save game. And when you get back into your normal setup, I think we'll pick it up and we'll play it.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what we can probably do. I tell you what, I had a
absolutely.
dang good time playing that though. Holy moly!
Oh, dude, did you?
I had a good
Did
time.
I have you
I
bucking?
always have like I get all stressed out and my butt's puckering and I'm all worried about how things are going. But at the end of the day, God, it's just a good time to jump on here and do some multiplayer and some PvP. You know, it's not just the AI. You know, in all of these games, that's a conversation that's like, I guess, ever evolving. But I always have it is like the AI continues to be the one thing that just doesn't ever quite get all the way up to snuff. It just isn't the same as playing against a human opponent. I don't think.
No, no, but it's never going to be.
Right? I don't think it will ever be either. I just don't think that you can teach an artificial intelligence to think like they did
No,
back
no.
then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Plus you kind of have to figure that the human mind is actually kind of a beautiful thing in
Right.
how it in how it can conceptualize and understand. There's just like I can't remember what the actual scientifically calculated speed was of thought for a human being, but it's like off the charts.
Their idea, our ability to kind of like create solutions to problems where nobody had imagined that a solution might exist.
hmm
AI is getting more and more generative, yeah, but when it comes to actual war games like this one, like a Grand Tactician, I don't think that they've got the learning generative, like, evolving AI to the point yet where it could actually sit down, like the AI that can play chess really well. I just don't think that anybody's going to come along who will be able to write an AI for that. That's like that for this stuff.
Well, the interesting thing you mentioned chess AIs and stuff. The interesting thing, and something similar happened to the Chinese game Go. No, no, that's yeah, Go because shogi was Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chinese Go, a bunch of competitive professionals have quit playing it because some of the AI bots out there are starting to beat them really bad. But the thing
So
about it, the thing about it here's the thing about those kind of games, right? Chess and Go, someone might look at it and go, oh my god, AI is getting really good with it. Well, the thing about Go and chess is that while they're strategic, right, they're also very formulaic and predictable in their own way.
well, that's kind of the hitch with AI altogether, is that it's got a pattern based mode to it that is predictable in most
Right.
instances, and I would
Yeah.
assume that's the case with what you're talking about there, like what you're saying.
Yeah, with chess and Go, there's only so many moves you can make.
Yeah,
There's
right. It's
only
like counting cards at the
Yeah,
blackjack table, basic
right.
strategy. You know, he moves there, you do this. He does
hmm
that, you do this. Or
You're in such a confined area, I guess you could call it. You're in such a confined area on a chessboard with only so many moves, and all of it's linear, right? Because all the pieces move in a set way, and so on and so forth. It's way easier to make an artificial intelligence algorithm for something like that than it is for a dynamic combat environment like what we were just doing.
Yes. And that goes to say for, I think, just about any game. I mean, you could even talk about some of the war games they've been doing, like games like Steel Division 2, games like that. Their AI is pretty intuitive, but it's no match for, with playing with against a human opponent. It's just not the same, and it's not as good.
Well, and the thing about a algorithm is that, well, it's an algorithm. It's patterned in some way, even if it's a very good dynamic pattern per se. It's still patterns.
Right.
So once you figure out the patterns, or once you figure out what's going on, I mean, you basically have it.
Well, and it's still at this point where the way that folks have programmed it seems anyway, that it's like a 1 or 0. It's a zero-sum thing. It's a 1 or a 0. The AI is going to do this when the situation is like this. The AI is going to do this when the situation is like that. In terms of with Scourge of War anyway, it's like the AI is they're going to march toward the objective points. And you know what? It's like it's good that it's simple like that. I feel like sometimes.
Oh, sure.
It is kind of good for the AI to have simple things to understand about the situation. It's just that they get too dumb and too simple about it when still, it's not intuitive or creative or dynamic yet so as far as to say is like the AI will not send all of its troops after the objective. It will send some of them, and then it will do something clever with the rest of them. The AI can't figure that out yet,
Yeah, and part of it is the engine limitations, right?
Yeah, you would know about that. It's like, what are the
So the thing about the Scourge of War engine, right, is that it wasn't made on like a game engine like a lot of these ones are, like Unreal Engine or Unity or something like that. Like it wasn't an already existing game engine. Back then when NorbSoft was working on, and I forget what company they were before that, but basically NorbSoft, when they were making Command 2, they did the engine from the ground up.
I didn't know that they did that. I thought they kept the original stuff. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the thing is that Take Command, Scourge of War, and Scourge of War Waterloo are all made on different branches of the same.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the important part is that the engine is a handmade engine with its own renderer and everything like that. Norb didn't do a game engine that existed making it. They didn't put it on UE4. They didn't put it on Unity. No, Norb went in there and made their own engine.
That's right. I remember that. They don't get a ton of credit for that. I think that, but and you kind of veer off into some of our glazing of Norb and his guys. I that's what I do sometimes because frankly, they're the only ones that seem to have the vision to put a thing like this together. And though I don't think many other titles would ever admit it, I think Scourge of War's influence spreads across more of video game wargaming than people understand.
100% agreed. It's the only game of its kind.
I think even the game that came out recently, Strategos, the one that's like ancient.
Oh yeah,
warfare.
I heard about that one.
There are all kinds of little Scourge of War elements that are in play. In there. Scourge of War took what I loved about Total War, which is, lots and lots of troops lined up all across a big map and 19th century battles and on that massive scale. It just took that and blew it way up and then also added that kind of historically representative aspect where then they change things that it's like, okay, there's actual 2-rank lines, there's actual regiments, there's actual brigades with actual historical commanders. You know,
Right.
that was all what I liked more about it when Scourge of War came around. And you know, it's like I was hooked. But here's the thing, talking about AI, kind of full circle back around to that, I think it was more fun to play Scourge of War's AI than it was to play Total War's AI. Total War's AI got kind of
Man,
silly.
you know, the funny part about that, I was kind of curious about it at one point too, because Empire Total War was when it really went off the rails with the AI, right?
Everybody claims that game is the best one, and even my dad says he likes that one the best.
Yeah.
But I think partly that might be because the AI was so broke or whatever that it was so easy to win.
Well, I went and looked it up because I was curious. Find out that partway through the development of Empire Total War, their AI programmer had left the project team.
No way. Oh God.
Yeah, so another guy comes in trying to work on the AI code, and he has no idea what he's doing with it because he's not the guy that worked on it.
That sucks. That happens too from time to time.
Yeah, so when the game shipped, there wasn't really a whole lot they could do with the AI to fix it. Because what they had in front of them was to the new programmers working on the AI for it is basically like spaghetti because they weren't the guys that put it together.
Go figure. It's always a thing like that, you know, that kind of hampers a game. So
and then they fixed some of it when Napoleon Total War came out, but not all of it, right? You could still see some of the same problems in there.
The AI would, you know, they would camp. They would just it was rock paper scissors logic, generally speaking, with the AI in Total War, if I remember that right.
Yeah. It's what's called a behavior tree.
Yeah.
A simpler one than that is a finite state machine, and then after a behavior tree, you have stuff like goal-oriented action planning and stuff like that.
And I feel like that's about as far as it's gotten with Scourge. You actually were the one. I was talking to you about, this was back when we were first playing, how the remastered strategic AI was better than the original? Is that
no? And this is just a personal opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the original ones before the remaster have a better AI.
See, that's what people were saying, and I could swear, and you know, I could swear I heard it was from you or it was from somebody who said that the strategic AI was something that they really wanted to try to make better with the remastered product, and that they might have actually gotten, pulled off. Maybe that's what you were saying, is that, you know, you hadn't actually explored it entirely yet, and maybe people hadn't played the game enough yet by that point.
Yeah, and what I think part of what's going on is that I think what we're working with right now, and this happens. This is not a knock on NorbSoft. It's not a knock on anybody. This happens all over the game industry, all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So what I think is going on is that they have part of the project team that's working on a branch of the engine, right? And then they have another part of the project team, and I could be 100% wrong. Okay.
Right.
But I think they have another part of the project team working on the DLCs and stuff. So, which is why I think we're not seeing some of the bugs that some players have been reporting fixed yet, because they haven't released the new branch of the engine.
Yeah, okay. Now, I do like that they, you know, what they're doing with the DLC that they're doing now. I mean, Chancellorsville, pretty much all of these, it's the old games stuff just with a fresh coat of paint, pretty much.
Yeah,
is the
pretty
way
much,
I'm reading it for the most part.
Yep.
Certainly glad to have it, no doubt about that.
Well, you know, going to 64-bit over 32-bit was probably the best thing they could have done performance-wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And I think, go ahead. Well, I wanted to note, I think that Scourge of War's approach to strategic AI, the whole AI stances thing, I think that is in and of itself something that was a little bit revolutionary. Nobody really was doing anything like that.
Yeah, especially when you get to games like, some of the older ones. Obviously, Total War never did something like that. But then again, in the Total War games, the largest army you would ever have without mods was like 20 units.
Right, and that's what I mean too when I say the idea. It was a little bit of a trailblazer in that. Let's see if we can actually allow or make a core to army size regimental level battle work in solo play. Like they were the first to do that,
Yeah, they wanted something where you could take the entire army and fight in a historical way. You could micro it or you could not micro it, depending on what you wanted to do.
Correct. Yeah.
And man, over the years, I've sunk so many hours into Scourge of War, man.
I will admit, I haven't. I think I've just crossed over. What am I at here? I'm just over 115 hours, I think.
Yeah.
In the remastered.
Right now I've got. Yeah, see, I mean, I could definitely tell I don't play Scourge of War all that much anymore, except when the gumption hits me, because you are way above me, sir.
Well, I've got 115 on the new game, on the remastered Gettysburg. So let's see where I'm at on. Okay, I'm at 140. I'm at 140 hours on the remastered Waterloo. So.
Yeah. I can't even count. I can't even count how many hours I have on the old ones.
And exactly, I would have to go back. Steam's got me on the original Waterloo game at 380, but I'm pretty sure when you take it back before Steam had it, I've got way more than that.
Oh yeah, I'm just really looking forward to when Norb has the new branch and everything else. I mean, I really do think they're just working on they're doing a lot of work in the background that we're not seeing.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I always mention is that fans of the game really have to like this. If there was a definition, a video definition of a passion project, right? Like this is kind of
it's Scourge of War. Yeah,
these guys have got other stuff going on. Full-time jobs, I think, all of them. Day jobs,
Yeah. Yeah, so this is like something they do on the side, yeah.
And when they have spare time, and that's the kind of timeline you're talking about when it comes to, like, updating the game. So, all of a bunch of passionate hobbyists.
Oh, absolutely. Which is actually why I like the Scourge of War community a lot, because we're all enthusiasts of the period.
We're all nerds.
I mean, yeah, like all of us come into this. We're all historians and grognards, and like this is our kind of game.
Perfect combat game, perfect 19th century battle game. There isn't a better one on the market, of course, and it's made better even still when you tack on that Turning Point mod. Grau, the author of said mod, in with us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right there, Grau. We did have, we had some connectivity issues. We did have fun playing about that first hour of day one. I don't know about you.
Oh, no, dude, I had a lot of fun, man.
Too much fun.
It's not very often that I do. I mean, I hardly ever play multiplayer, man. Hardly ever.
Me, yeah, same.
And I don't get to do these kind of, like, having to work my strategy the way I was in this scenario, which obviously we're going to pick it up, so I'm not telling you what it was.
Right.
I don't have to do that very often, and I actually really enjoyed being able to do it.
It's
because
a challenge.
those aren't tactics and maneuvers that I get to do very often in Scourge of War.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it myself, and it was stressful for me. It was probably more exciting for you, for the most part.
I'm honestly curious, right? So from my end, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm picking up momentum. So before 5th Corps got there, I'm honestly curious, what is it like to be on the receiving end of that?
Well, you get to the point where you're not quite sure exactly where to react. I'll be honest. I was kicking myself a little bit because while you were microing all of that, as you might imagine, I was missing a bunch of it because I was trying to get everything in motion with 12th Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was getting everything in motion over there, and I wasn't even looking over toward the
gotcha.
objective hexes, and I was letting the AI do a bunch of stuff. So by the time I got over there and I saw what was going on, I was like, well, this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a long battle. Shit. So
yeah, I was just curious, man, because I'm like, what was that like on his end? Because there's all that force coming in, and you're like, shit.
I remember I'd gotten through some of my moves with the 12th Corps, getting everything set the way I wanted. I went back over to not the command map, but the real map, and I saw you were basically like Pac-Man gobbling up my position. I was like, well, could be trouble. Could be a long night.
There's a point I want to make here too. About battles of the period. Okay, that actually this is a really good point. Okay, and it's and there will be folks that disagree with me, right? This is actually, in my opinion, an example of the attack being kind of pointless in the long run.
Well,
now I get into this, and what I mean by that is, what does it achieve? I mean, now granted, we know what happens the next day, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of a battle or the conflict as a whole, and I think, what was the point of that battle?
Behind us here, and oh nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's bring this up behind us here. Let's bring this up behind us here.
Two-boat.
So I've got us back into our playthrough here. Here we go. So let's see if we can get to the map. Bingo. Okay. All right. So at whatever the heck time it was, I think this was closer to like 12. This was earlier in the hour. This was like 12:20. I see you gobbling up every. If you want to put an eye on my stream, I've got it up behind me.
Oh, do you?
And you can see what I was able to see and where I had my troops.
Well, let's see here. Un momento.
Yeah, go ahead and jump into the stream there.
Yeah.
We'll turn me off there. Boop. And you can see the map and where things were. Again, I think that was like at 12:15 or so. I was getting ready to have the 12th Corps attack. The 5th Corps was still quite a ways away. That was something I was kind of pissed about. I was like, God dang. 5th Corps sure starts out kind of out of position. And I was pretty worried about the way things were looking. Can't lie. And there was only 2 small brigades in the rear. I was having to bring guys up kind of piecemeal, bit by bit, to take up the defenses. Sure. So that's always kind of worrying, I guess I would say. But what I felt confident about was 12th Corps coming ahead was going to stabilize the line south of the objective, and that was all fine. Mm-hmm. I really didn't love the idea of you breaking my whole center around the objective, and then kind of maybe even still having 5th Corps out of position out there on the north end of the field. But, you know, I guess we'll have to see how it shakes out.
Now, you see, here's the thing, though, too, right? I really need to get you in on... I really need to get you in on some good Kriegspiel games, man, because if it's one thing that Kriegspiel will teach you, it's maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
And part of the reason why I bring that up, because you were talking about, you know, bringing in units piecemeal and things. When you get enough like maneuver experience behind you, right? You start to be predictive in a way. Like you're going to start getting you're going to start getting an intuitive feeling of who needs to be where,
and how long it's going to take him to get there, you know?
Right. Yeah, see, like I was already shifting brigades around as I saw it developing, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, this is where he's going to need to be in a minute, you know, so on and so forth. You start to get a feel for maneuver and unit placement and things like that when you have that experience behind you.
Well, what I was also thinking about, too, was a doubt that I should have tried and held the position where I was. I was also thinking at the very beginning, should I have just gone ahead, speaking of maneuver, and pulled that one brigade back with the artillery, just pull it back. And I kind of regret not doing that, because it might have actually saved the line there. Or it would have just delayed the inevitable, which is you launching forward with massed numbers at that same formation of troops. The thing it would have fixed is what I would say is that piecemeal addition of troops to the battle. I would have pulled the front line back, pulled the reserve troops forward, and been able to put together maybe a more solid front to the west of the objective near that creek and the McGee farm there and some wooded terrain. Sure. That's the one thing maybe I regret doing and wish I might have done differently, is to just pull back and then sweep forward with 12th Corps is maybe what I, you know, from that first part of the battle there that we were doing. That's maybe what I would have done differently, I guess.
Well, you know, another part of it too, and there's a couple different things that play into that, tactically speaking, right? One of them is once you're engaged in a fight, it's tough to get out.
It is. It's tough to just get out without it being totally chaotic, right?
Right. And the other part of that is, and I see it happen all the time with war gamers, whether it's in Scourge of War or in Kriegspiel or something like that, they get terrain tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Basically, you get hyper focused on one piece of ground.
Right.
And it's like the player just kind of sits there and goes, nope, I have to have this particular piece of ground.
I have to hold this ground, yeah.
Right. It's I call it terrain tunnel vision.
It's funny.
I mean? So rather than looking at it and going, do I even need this piece of ground? The player goes, nope, I have to have it.
I'm just gonna fight for it because I put my guys here and decided to start a fight over it. So by God, I'm going to win the fight over this piece of ground.
It's like it becomes like I have to have this spot because it's what I'm choosing to fight at.
And that definitely was something that overtook me in this.
Well, you know,
at the start of this one, I was like, I am not going to just give it to him. Damn it.
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm immune to it either, like, because I'm not immune to it. I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah.
It's just I have to keep an eye on it in myself because once you're aware of something, you can't unsee it, right?
Right.
So every now and then I have to ask myself, do I even need this piece of ground?
If no,
And if I don't, if if it doesn't serve a purpose, a tactical or strategic purpose in the engagement that I'm in, I just okay, you can have it. Go ahead.
pull on back.
I mean,
Pull on back. It's going to get less of my guys killed. Well, then pull on back.
yeah.
That's how it
Well,
is.
that's the thing about being the defender. Even when you're outnumbered like this, right? Like I mean, I was outnumbered, but for a time there, you were the outnumbered.
That's right.
So the thing about that, and that the Turning Point mod really highlights, right? Because once you fix a few things in the game, I mean, I call it fix because I'm looking at it from a point of realism.
Yeah.
But once you handle a couple things like that, right? Like the muskets, and when you go in there and fix a lot of the morale stuff that's in the data files and so on and so forth, you start to. It's partly why I didn't want to make that assault. Because, like you said, we were only an hour in, and we have combined 5,000 casualties.
That's for Turning Point, by the way. Anybody who's watching right now, that's quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
it's also
quite a lot.
Representative. Yeah, that's a lot of dead men. But it's also historically representative.
But it's also historically, that's what I mean to say. It's historically representative of the action there was an intense, aggressive attack by you on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So of course it was going to be bloody.
Absolutely, but that's what happened historically. I mean, and not just the Civil War. It happened in the Napoleonic Wars. It happened in the U.S. Revolution. War of 1812. I mean, that kind of thing is just how it goes. And and that's where that rule of thumb comes from that we've all heard about. You need at least a 3-to-1 advantage for an attack to be worth it.
And then I would also say this too. I think what your aggressive tactics also remind about, kind of, as we watched them play out tonight, is the thing about that's so little understood about the bayonet charge that still loomed over all of 19th century combat and was one of the main reasons why they fought in these quote-unquote ridiculous linear packed formations, is that military units retain their ability to pack together with sharp pointy things and literally just come run at you and stab you to death. Like, that's the simplest shit that you can still do, even today. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, oh, go ahead.
And you proved that literally just doing that, in those initial phases, can gain a lot of ground, can kill plenty more of the enemy than you're taking in casualties. And that's why they had to fight a lot of the time in those packed linear formations. It's because what is it you're going to do to stop a massed group of guys with sharp sticks coming at you, except have your own massed group of guys with sharp sticks?
Yeah. You either fight them or you run. I mean,
you run.
It's one or the other. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Because if you don't have a packed group of guys with sharp sticks on your side and you don't run, they're all going to get hacked to death, and that's going to be that. So
yeah, and something that it highlighted too. I'm glad you brought up the aggressive attack there, because something it highlights too is that.
And by the way, aggressive attacking is not necessarily like your method of choice, maybe, is what I might say.
No, I mean, like, I know how to do it.
Yes.
But I'd prefer not to.
Right.
Right.
You and the reason is historically representative in the idea that you don't want to use up your men.
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's a bloody endeavor.
Yeah.
I remember a book that was written by a guy, I forget his name right now. I have the book at home. But but it's called Attack and Die. And basically, this guy goes over the Civil War as far as casualties, and it has to focus on the South because what he's talking about is that the South basically bled itself with its aggressive tactics.
It's a fair, I'd say. I watched some YouTube videos that popped up not too awful long ago that addressed that very thing and talk about how Lee is to blame for the South losing the way that it did.
Well, it's an argument can definitely be made for that, but it was also cultural, right? In the South, it was cultural.
Well, it was that way across.
Like,
I think it was that way across the militaries of both the North and the South because the same guys are at the top of both, at least at the very beginning. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically, what you have is that, and part of it plays into why I didn't want to make that aggressive attack unless I had to, right? Was because I didn't want a repeat of the kind of engagements that Attack and Die talks about, where you go in there, even when you win the battle, you lose thousands of men you can't replace.
Right. It's short-term thinking, kind of.
Yeah, there's actually a really, if I may real quick, there's actually a really good quote from the last great Roman general. If anybody knows, anybody in the chat who knows what it is, who knows who he is, it'll be familiar to him. Let me find it here. I've got it written down. Yes, right here. So this is in 538 AD, and it's during his name was Belisarius.
Oh, what a great guy! What a great reference.
So
Belisarius is one of the most underappreciated. I don't even know, but I feel like that dude should be hailed more than Caesar. That's probably blasphemous to say but
he completely reconquered Italy,
twice.
Yeah,
or something.
So, the quote that I'm about to say is in 538 AD, and his other generals keep telling him, "You have to attack now, attack now." Right?
Yeah,
they want to be aggressive, right? And he refuses. And this is what he tells to one of the guys. He goes, "You act as though you were playing dice and want to risk everything on a single roll. But it is not my custom to choose the short course over the best course."
Yeah. That's right. He had that right. And it usually proves out right when you treat it that way.
And he was him, Hannibal, Scipio Africanus, those guys are on my recommended reading list for military studies. Another good one is Nathaniel Greene, believe it or not, in the Southern campaigns, starting in 1780 during the American Revolution.
He was one of those guys that, again, kind of underappreciated. His story, I don't think, has been told like it should have been told. He was a big contributor to what the Patriots were trying to do again in the South. He did a better job against the British, I think, than anybody expected him to do. So that's a good reference too.
Yeah, before him was Horatio Gates,
right?
Who was followed by, and I forget the guy's first name, but after Gates was Lincoln. And then when Lincoln was pulled out of, I'm sorry, no, somewhere in there, I forget, but basically Gates was relieved from command, and then Congress basically told Washington, "Hey, put whoever you want in command," and then he picked Nathaniel Greene, who happened to be commanding the West Point garrison at the time. Yeah. So he sends a letter up to Nathaniel Greene, and he says, "Go down to the South. I want you commanding that army."
And he sure did a hell of a job there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he completely obliterates the Britain. He completely obliterates the British in the South, and completely turns the tide of the war in that theater.
An American hero. for true.
He's a very interesting character. I'd recommend people read about him.
I love. I don't know enough about the American Revolution. I got to be honest with you. I'd say I know the most about the Civil War. That's a whole other conversation, of course, about how, for whatever reason, I think I ended up believing that the Civil War was more important to the nation than the actual Revolutionary War was. But there's a hard case to make for that. It was like Shelby Foote said. It made us from an it made us transition the United States from an R to an is.
Yeah, basically what he was saying, before the Civil War it was the United States are, and then he says after the Civil War it was the United States is.
Right. He says that was the big difference in terms of the level of importance, you might say. And I tend to still, I think, believe, and that's probably why, and of course my bias and my level of interest and other things in Civil War military history more so than American Revolution, but I got to get more into the American Revolution stuff, and I may even transition that into some gameplay here before long.
I would definitely recommend it. Straight up.
Grau, thank you again for stopping in tonight, dude. We're at about 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, even on a Saturday night. I got to snuggle with the dog and then head to bed.
No worries.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I had a ton of fun tonight. We'll probably try to get back at that scenario again when we jump on next time, huh?
Oh yeah, sounds good to me, man. I mean, I've already taken it as a challenge to see if I can hold the ground.
Yeah, pick it up and we'll run with it and see how well you can do there, because you're on a roll right now. That's for sure. Again, appreciate all of you who tuned in tonight. Everybody who's been into the chat as well. Didn't have a ton of action there, and that's just fine with me. We were deep in thought. Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to do one more plug.
Yeah.
For the mod, it's not because it's like, hey, I made my mod, please play it. No, it's just more like I don't have many chances up to this point to really put it through its paces with people.
Yeah.
And I'm actually pleasantly surprised on how representative it is in several different areas for the actual historical realism and facts about it. So if you guys want something that's on point, even I'm kind of surprised on how on point, according to my observations, that it is.
I think it works great. And I think what it really works well for, as I'd talk to you about, is for those guys who are like us, who really want to immerse in your big, epic, all-day battle. Like, one of these days, I think, Grau, I want to try to do a deal between you and me where we have a multi-part series where we're fighting the whole battle of Antietam with Turning Point.
Oh, dude, I was just thinking that. I'm down.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that is where Turning Point really starts to enhance the experience a lot, I think. So I'm looking forward to that day.
Whenever you want.
We'll have to put that together here, perhaps sooner rather than later. I might want to wait until we get to the anniversary, is what I may want to do.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, closer to September? Hey, perfect.
Closer to September is what I'm thinking. That's kind of how I like to try to treat all of the big multi-part projects that I'm going to be doing. But at all rates, here I blather on. Let me go ahead and let everybody go for this Saturday night. Say thank you once again. Ask you, please, if you liked what you've seen tonight, click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. It's Alternate History Gaming with me, Bank60s, and of course, my man Grau, who comes on and plays with multiplayer and Scourge of War from time to time. Appreciate him once again, guys. And we'll see you, of course, on the next